Alrighty, so this one wants to be known first.
Yes.
So this is my little Callie, and she is 1 year old tomorrow. Actually,
Yeah. She
was born at home, and she has an older sister who is 4 years old. That's Phoenix. My name is Farmar. I am a yoga teacher, a Doula, as we call them sometimes, a new doula, a new birth doula. Super excited about that, and gosh, been passionate about birth ever since I was pregnant with my first one. Totally transformed me, and always been girl power. I was a professional soccer player my whole life, and it wasn't until birth and pregnancy when I really knew the power of the female body. So,
all right, so you've mentioned that you had 2 home births.
yes.
How did you, especially with the first one, not having any idea maybe what a home birth was, or how did you decide to do that or go that route as opposed to a birth center or a hospital?
So the first time around, pregnancy was going great.
Yeah.
We were just going with the flow, and somewhere around 25 weeks, maybe even almost 30 weeks, we were thinking, oh, we should take a childbirth class. You know, we're about to do this big thing. So yes, every pregnant woman, get yourself in a childbirth class, because...
And which one did you do?
I did Bradley method.
Awesome.
And a friend of mine highly recommended this one instructor. And we love you. She totally empowered me to trust the whole process and know that it's natural, and alleviated the fear of what was going to happen. And she also shared that, you know, you don't have to give birth in a hospital. And for me, I'm like, whoa, this is all a whole new world. I didn't know this. And she is actually a birth doula. And when I heard about the option of giving birth at home, it was so me. It was so like natural and like comforting. And if you're into astrology, I'm a Cancer, so like the home is very important and safe for me and sacred. So I love that idea, but I was very, very nervous about it. And I didn't have anyone else around me who had a home birth aside from my doula. And then a friend of mine came out of nowhere and had said, oh yeah, I had my 2 kids at home. And she is this jewelry lady, and she's someone that I'd worked with, and she's just, you wouldn't, she's not like I thought, and I'm a home birth mama, so I don't mean to disrespect anyone, but I thought home birth was like something you did,
like granola.
Yeah, something you did because you lived in the woods and didn't have access to a hospital. Like, it wouldn't be someone's first choice.
Right.
But here somebody who lives 15 minutes from me in the city, like right there, had her babies at home, and I just thought, wow, that is something to consider. Yeah. And my husband was pivotal here. At the time, we were not married yet. We were engaged, but he 100% had confidence in it, and I think that's a really important part of it is having the partner be empowered and believe in you. Anyways, so I had a lot of fears around that, and I actually had a couple people in our world who were very skeptical of home birth. They really were giving off some negative energy around it, and so that's another piece of advice, is just to really surround yourself with positive supporters of your choices, not to like shun them, but just know that, you know, it's not going to serve you to continue to allow this, you know, negative stuff. So, you know, there's so much out there, especially on the internet, that you could find on both sides, you know, like these competing arguments. And so whatever your choice is, support that choice with information, but also that supportive village, that tribe, the community of people who are like, all right, we're going to do this. And so we hired my Bradley method teacher as our doula. We found an amazing midwife team, and we were doing it. We had Team Farmar ready to go.
Your dream team.
Yeah, it was totally our dream team.
Tell us a little bit about your fitness and what you did to stay active during each of them.
So, absolutely. So, my first time around, I was doing yoga as well. Actually, it was during my pregnancy that I was getting certified as a yoga teacher, and then I got pregnant in the middle of that training.
This is the first one?
The first time around, yeah. So, the second time around, I was already proficient in my yoga practice, and we were actually living abroad at the time. We were living in Turkey for a short period of time. And so yoga was definitely the main thing that kept me going. I was teaching yoga classes as well as practicing at home, but overall was just an active person, and kept it pretty simple the second time around, where I primarily did yoga, sometimes went out and jumped on the treadmill, but I'm more of an outside person. I like to be more dynamic with my surroundings and whatnot. I love nature, so hiking and I know walking is one of the best things you can do. Simplest and the best things you can do for pregnancy. So I mean, little did I know the first time around that I was pregnant the first couple of weeks, so I was still like doing sprints on the beach because I was in my off season for soccer. So that's kind of how it transitioned into the pregnancy. So I would highly recommend, if you're not pregnant yet, you want to get pregnant, I would start getting in shape now, just to go into pregnancy already feeling
pretty healthy and
fit.
Did you ever go back to soccer after that one?
No, but it took me about 2 years to finally admit that I was retired. It was only, I can peacefully say that I'm a retired professional athlete.
We were talking with a perinatal psychiatrist yesterday about the shift between, I guess, leaving your old life behind and entering your new life. What would you say was the biggest challenge for you? Not only, I guess, obviously on paper it's going from not being a professional athlete to being a professional mom. But
love that.
We're
still professional.
What would you say, mentally or physically, was the biggest challenge for you?
The biggest challenge, totally my ego, right? Because that was what I was known for. It was like, that was my source of validation in the world, and that's how I use my body. Is that, feeling powerful in your body, I think, is so incredibly important, and that's why I'm so passionate about women being empowered through their pregnancies, empowered through labor, empowered through birth, empowered through motherhood, and it's all coming from feeling strong in what your body can do for you. And so that's what my body did. It was a performance machine, right? To kick butt on the soccer field, and when you take that away, suddenly you're sort of reaching for, okay, well, what am I supposed to do next? And so it was actually pretty seamless for me to just sort of surrender to the universe and realize I was already in this yoga training. That's what I was going to do next, and I'm pregnant, and I had just gotten engaged to my husband, now husband, and so it was like, we're starting this family, I'm going to be a yoga teacher, I'm going to be a mommy, that is my new, I just didn't fight what the signs were telling me. Exactly. I think
that's good advice, like being open to what the universe has for you, or open heart.
Being flexible and fluid. I like to say that, I'm very much in tune. I'd like to be in tune with nature and the elements, and if you can make yourself be like water, like the image of water, where you're just like, whatever comes, like you can like go around it, and it's all graceful. So good.
And then how soon after you had your baby do you remember this question?
I mean, I was cleared. I remember the 6-week mark was kind of the mark where typically people say, you're clear, whatnot. I didn't have any complications as far as anything. I had 2 wonderful births. I didn't tear. I didn't have a C-section. I had 2 home births. So I was good to go at 6 weeks. But I think I just started with being active as far as going on walks and stuff like that, maybe some gentle yoga. I really feel the first year is so sacred, especially that breastfeeding relationship, that, first of all, breastfeeding burns way more calories in your system. So as far as getting yourself back to, your original, you're never going to be exactly the same, because mind, body, soul, everything's going to be actually even more powerful. But to heal and recover from pregnancy, breastfeeding is huge, because it's nature's way. It had its whole plan. It was like, okay, you're going to breastfeed, give your baby the best nutrients, you're going to be able to burn more calories and get yourself back. It's going to make your uterus come back into size, so
It's a grand design.
Yeah, nature is brilliant, just remaining active, and especially with my second one around, you have a first one that you're chasing. And baby carrying is really, I really enjoyed that, especially the second time around. The first time around, I just carried my little one, but like having the sling, you know, and doing your thing with her, you're carrying extra weight, so it's like going up and down stairs. It's a little bit of a workout, and you know,
you got a weight vest on.
Yeah, but exactly, it's a weight vest. It totally is. So yeah, in the midst of a very sacred time, definitely just keep yourself active and conscientious of what you're eating, but not stressing about like going on a cleanse or like doing stuff like that. It's just it's a time where your body needs nourishment to rebuild, as opposed to like, you know, shocking it with like deprivation.
Yeah.
So prenatal, yes, the three that come to mind like immediately, and I didn't prepare this, believe it or not. Awesome. Definitely squatting.
Oh yeah,
for sure, right? Squatting is gonna strengthen your legs. It's also gonna keep your pelvis nice and open and help the baby stay in that drop position. But that's, you know, cultures all around the world give birth like that. Right. Secondly, oh gosh, child's pose. My goodness. I mean, so delicious for that lower back, because it's gonna get achy. It's gonna, and that also opens up the hips, because your knees are spread and you're down. It's a very gentle inversion and super just calming for the nervous system. So child's pose, and then the cat position, where you're on all fours and doing those like kind of pelvic tucks, even on all fours. I really love to rock my hips and just keep them nice and loose and rock the baby in there.
Yeah, I like that.
So I'm finally like feeling like I can spread my wings a little bit. Yeah. I'm choosing to spread my wings a little bit as far as getting back into my teaching again, because the kids absolutely come first for me, and I know that it's such a short period of time where they're going to be babies, and especially breastfeeding, and I plan to just continue breastfeeding beyond a year, as long as and self-wean possibly. I'm very in the moment, so today I'm breastfeeding, and that's what I know.
Who knows about tomorrow?
Right, exactly. Whatever works best for baby. I'm now teaching once a week. I was sharing with you earlier that I'm doing a donation yoga class every Sunday here in Tarzana.
Okay.
Every week we choose a different charity to donate to, and we're calling this yoga class the World Peace Goddess Yoga.
Oh, cool.
So for me, world peace is, you know, I joke that I should have been a pageant queen, because that's really what I want. Like, I just want everyone to get along and to be happy, healthy, and safe, and that's world peace for me. So
and you win.
And sisterhood is really important to me. I'm one of 5 sisters.
Oh my gosh.
So I just feel like that's just innately something that I know and can offer. And playing soccer my whole life, I know what teamwork.
That bond.
Yeah, what teamwork means, and the bond between women, and then especially now going into the world of being a doula, like that's what you are. Is you're someone's sister, or teammate, however you want to call it. So I really believe in the power of women uniting. So it's all goddesses only. Sorry, boys, but you can send all your sisters, friends, aunts, and wives, and girlfriends and stuff. You can go to worldpeacegoddess@gmail.com.
Perfect. So, being from a family of 5 sisters?
Family of 6. There was 1 boy in there.
Oh my gosh.
And 5 girls. Love you, Mikey.
And then you have 2 girls. What's the biggest thing you could give to women or your girls growing up, or biggest tool you want to give to them?
Oh wow, the biggest tool. Yes. Well, one of the greatest things that I was just talking about before that I'm very passionate about is being empowered in your body, and standing behind what your body can do as opposed to what it can't do. Just know that you have all the resources for anything you want to do or achieve in life. It's just about tapping into that feminine primal power that we all innately have. And
that's pretty good.
I like your facial expression.
That's good.
You're like, oh yeah,
that's in there.
We rock. and treating others with kindness, and which includes yourself.
Yeah. Part of the deal with women and taking on labor and deliveries, they don't feel like they're capable of it. So just knowing that you're capable of anything, or just tap into your inner self, and it's there.
And tap into allowing yourself to be supported, especially by other women. And before the modern day, you know, birth culture, women educated the next generation, and they were all surrounding them like throughout their whole pregnancy. And so it's really about finding your tribe and creating your village of support. And that's why some place like BIRTHFIT would be a great place to find and be part of a community. You know, there's really nothing that we do by ourselves in this world. So being supportive and supporting others. Exactly.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. This has been my pleasure and my honor.
You're awesome.